So I just watched Dune for the first time. I didn't see the 1984 movie or the TV series. So this is my review and take on it. Well, the first thing I got to say about Dune is, man, does that movie look beautiful. Probably the most beautiful movie I've seen all year. If I think back all the movies that have come out, I think Dune by far is the most spectacular looking. Now, as a person who came in and didn't know the story, I thought the director did a great job. I understood a lot of things it took time for me to get it, but other than that, it they did a great job. And I never seen the 1984 movie. Obviously, it couldn't look as better as this, but I thought from the beginning of when the story started, it kept you intrigued, and I couldn't stop watching. I thought this movie was gonna. I know a lot of people liked it, but I said, what could be so good about it? I saw the Rotten Tomato scores, and everybody was right. This is a cinematic, in a sense, masterpiece as far as there's a grand story being told. And I know this is just part one, and the director, did his thing. As far as the acting, I thought the acting was top notch. I thought all the characters, even though we didn't get a lot of time with them, you actually felt emotional when different things happened to them in the story. It's like, man, I just met these characters, but you feel that all these characters, loved each other, they liked each other, and they all had one common goal and purpose. They did a really great job of telling this story in a short amount of time and giving us characters who we only see really for not so much. And when some of them die, it's like you really feel like, man, that's messed up. And as far as the world that's being built, I thought the director did a great job, um, understanding, okay, what this person represents and what the other ones represent. Now, they didn't get too full into detail in the stories, but you can get a gist of the Emperor's not a nice guy. And you can get a gist that the Sicardians are not nice people, but the Atreides are nice people and people like them. And he wanted to do things different. And the fact that the indigenous people, the Furman, we only see them mostly through flashbacks, but you get a small sense of who they are and what they're about. And I thought they did a great job just telling the story of the spice and how important it is and what it means to the universe. It's a very important thing. And I can't wait for part two. I hope part two is really good. Um, well, part one was good. So if the same director directs it, I have no belief that part two wouldn't be good. The funny thing is, the director wanted to make both parts, and Warner Brothers told him no because they didn't know how good this was going to do. But I think Dune is going to get a sequel, and I can't wait for it. I'm actually invested in the story, and I don't know if anybody felt this. It didn't feel like a movie. It felt like I was watching a long TV show, and this was like the end of season one. To me, that's how it felt. It didn't feel like a movie, even though you was watching it. It was like a long TV show, and everything was good, and you were invested. You were in all the dialogue and all what was going on, and the more you caught on, and things escalated very quick for a movie that's 2 hours and 30 minutes. They crammed a lot in. It made sense, and even when things escalated, it's like, okay, this thing is great. The battles, the scenes, the armor that they did, I thought everything was cool. They didn't explain the armor too much, but it's still, they still did the best they can in the time constraints. But I hope everybody watches it. I really like this movie. It's probably, the more I think about it, maybe the best movie of the year so far, in totality. And when you sum up all the movies that have come out, I think this may have been the best one I've seen all year. And I think that's a big deal. Now I know we have the rest of the movies to come out towards the end of the year. But Dune is at the top of my list. Um, so I hope everybody goes out and see it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next time.